This is the Magic Milk Crepe Maker, and this is actually only the first crepe we've ever made on this. As you can see, we're novices, and this actually turned out quite nicely. We have some mushrooms over there and spinach that we're going to add to it. We're going to make some dessert crepes in a minute, and I'll update with some information, but this thing was easy enough to actually not completely flub it the first time we made it. So, I want to point out really quickly here's your temperature dial. Do be careful, because one thing I discovered, as my husband's trying to do this here, one thing I discovered was that the temperature dial starts here. It actually ends down here. Typical dials you would expect to end over here, so I thought this was the high and I couldn't figure out why it wasn't heating high enough. Make sure that you realize the high's down here, this is the medium, here's the low setting. So once you've got that down, it should be pretty simple, and there you have it. There's my husband making a bit of a mess, but he is spooning out our second crepe that we've ever done. As you can see how he goes round and round. He's actually never done this before, so look at that. He's quite expert at it. That was, they tell you 2 spoonfuls, I think, in the crepe, in the recipe book, but I think it depends on what size crepes you want. We actually had, I believe it was closer to 4 or 5 spoonfuls of ladles right there on that. And then he's going to show you in a minute how you can fold this thing up really nicely into a pocket that looks like this. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to put your food right here in the middle, and then you're going to flip it over, flip one side over, and flip the other side over. So you end up with a 4-folded...
Flip, 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 flip.
Yes, exactly. 4-folded thing, and it makes a very nice, neat pocket that will be a lot easier to transfer to a plate. Okay, my husband's going to show you the proper way of flipping this thing. You get under it, and you flip it like that. And he's had no problems. He's scorned the spatula a little bit, but he's discovered that it's a lot easier to use than he thought it would be. And now it looks like we're about ready to fill our filling. And I'm going to show you this. We talked about this a minute ago, but I'm going to show you. You take a spoonful, or 2 or 3, depending on how much you want. This is a very large crepe. This is a very large crepe, so we're going to be able to put quite a bit in here. And then once you are done, you can fold it into, I think, put a little bit more. Okay, he says put a little bit more. So we're going to put a little bit more. Okay. And now he's going to fold it up, and I'll show you how this works. Flip it from that side. Be careful, the griddle is extremely warm. You will scorch your fingers. Flip it from that side. And this was the second time around. We actually didn't grease it a second time, so just wanted to comment on that. This is a nonstick surface, so we didn't have any problems with it sticking. Okay, and we're going to flip it into here. And there you have it, second one. I just wanted to show you, this is the dessert crepe that we made, and it has Nutella in it and strawberries, whipped cream on the top. We could have sprinkled powdered sugar if I'd had it. I do want to comment that one quick tip, if you're planning on using the Nutella, you might try warming it up first before spreading it, because it does go on a lot better. And there's our savory crepe.